What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another game analysis video. In this video, my team, the Tulsa Roughnecks, are taking on San Antonio FC at home. As usual, I'm playing right fullback, and as usual, this little thing here is wrong. I'm number 13, Sheldon. I'm not playing left fullback. I'm playing right fullback. So in this video, I want to break down every single one of my offensive and defensive plays on the ball and kind of go through what's going through my head when it's going on. So before we get into the game analysis, I just want to thank the sponsor of this video, Pro Soccer, the ultimate soccer store. Pro Soccer is here to help you play like a pro. With all the latest in soccer gear, Pro Soccer provides elite quality products such as footwear, apparel, equipment, and official licensed jerseys at exceptionally low prices. For a limited time only, I'm partnering with Pro Soccer to give my followers a special New Year's discount. With everything in the store already marked down 10%, input the code ELITE10, that's ELITE 10, to receive an additional 10% off your final order. That's a complete discount of 20% if you shop now using the code ELITE10. Head to the link in my description to receive your discount now. Again, a big thanks to Pro Soccer for sponsoring the video. Let's get back into the game analysis. Okay, so here is the kickoff of the game, and here is my very first touch on the ball. So center mid passes me out the ball. Now, I'm immediately looking right in the center, and I can just see that there's not an option right in the space, so I'm just going to take my touch back, play it back to the center back, and let's switch the point of attack so we can keep the ball and try a different route to attack. And it works. So this is we go up the other side now, and Christian Altamirano has the ball, has a great cross in right into Uzo, and we score in the second minute of the game. So just like that, I mean, this was a great start for us for this game. Toby scores in the second minute. Great cross in, great finish, great header. And so that's like something I've learned a lot when I've gotten up to the pro game, is that so much of it is like, let's work and find the right time to attack and to go. Anyway, I have the ball right now. I do have my center mid right here to play, but I see Rodrigo making a run right down the sideline into space. I try to just clip it into the space into him. It's a little bit over hit. Not the worst thing in the world to lose the ball up there, but obviously it could be better. And then ball gets slipped through right to Marlon, and we finish. So in the 6th minute now, we're up 2-0. So outstanding start for us for this game. San Antonio is above us on the table, so this is amazing to be up 2-0 in the first 6 minutes of the match. You can see just the ball gets slipped through, a little miscommunication there with the defenders, perfectly weighted right to Marlon, and then a great finish to the far post. Anyway, next play right here, ball's going to go over to my guy who has a great touch to bring it down. It gets away from him a little bit, and then it's just kind of 1v1 defending, keeping me in front, and then following that run. And as you can see, I think it'd be way too dangerous to play back to the goalkeeper here, especially with the uneven baseball field. My center back's just telling me to clear it out, so it's not the best clearance, but that's just, I think, the right idea there. And then ball comes down into my guy. I'm just going to pressure him, get a lot of pressure, but don't foul. And then he kicks it off me for a corner kick. And then free kick right in the center of the field. Rodrigo passes me back the ball. He's just telling me lots of time. As you can see, it's congested over here on that right side. So there's tons of space back to my center back, and then just swing the ball all the way around. So that's exactly what we're doing. We're all on the same page. Swing the ball over to the space, let the defense shift. Now right here, you can see the ball goes behind me, and there's only 2 center backs left. And even though it's a 2v1, I just want to sprint back as fast as I can just to help out those center backs. And it works out. I end up winning the ball, and we play out of it and keep possession of it. Now ball goes into my guy, 1v1. Again, if you're going to let him force inside, make him go backwards. Unlucky bounce right to their guy, and then right into the corner of the 6 where he slots it for a goal in the 12th minute. So if you watch this, a few things kind of happened here. I get drawn way into the center of the field. Both center backs have to come way out. And then it's just a quick and accurate and fast shot right at an angle that you almost wouldn't really expect. So I think everybody was caught a little off guard with that play. Anyway, ball comes back to me. I have a little bit of pressure coming in. I don't really have a center option or center mid to play to. Rodrigo has a guy coming tight up against him. So I'm just going to play it back to the center back where there's lots of time and space, and we'll keep the ball. Again, ball comes into me, and now I'm just, again, looking into the center. This guy's not really an option. If he would pop in that space, maybe that could be a good option, and then my other center mid's not an option. So what I'm going to do instead is drive into that space a little bit, and then now create a passing angle over to my opposite center back. You can see my center mid right now is also telling me play it over to the left center back, and let's try to drive up the left side. Long ball into my guy now over the top. I'm just going to run, apply a little bit of pressure, and kind of expect that run down the sideline. I get a little lucky. The ball goes out of bounds. So it's our ball. Now right here, I have already taken a look over my shoulder. I know there's not that much pressure. There's no center forward right in the box. So I'm going to thigh it right down to my goalkeeper. You have to be extremely, extremely careful about that. But I was pretty certain that there was nobody around me who would intercept that ball. And then they have a free kick right at the corner of the 18-yard box, and they end up with a great goal. And finishing that shot, Castillo, I think, hits his second goal of the night already in the 26th minute. So we're already tied up 2-2. And, that's frustrating to go up 2-0 in the first 6 minutes and then already in the 26th minute to be tied up again 2-2. It feels like all that work you've done is now kind of wasted. Anyway, I get the ball coming in. Again, I have a little option maybe on my right mid, but the center mids, I just feel like it's not a great option there. I try to play in my right mid, but it's congested. It's tight. We end up earning the foul, but I definitely put my right mid in a tough situation there. I felt like this entire game, it was hard finding that option to break through into the midfielder. Anyway, ball comes into me now. I see Marlon making a great run through, tons of space, so I'm going to try one-time pass right at him into the space. It gets blocked. I end up winning the ball, and then I'm going to take it myself down to the sideline and try to get in a good cross, and ends up going out for a corner kick. Next play of the game, I'm just going to tuck a little bit in. Now Sip, my center mid, steps out here to Castillo and leaves his guy, so I need to be in that space. I should be back there. I do a good job to recover, but then we don't have a central mid covering back into this top guy right on top of the 18 for number 10, and he's able to get a little bit of a great run and ends up scoring. So I'll break it down again. I don't know. I think there's a few mistakes. I don't think Sip should step out so eagerly right on top of the box. Obviously, we need a center mid to come over and track that run, and then it's just tough in the box. You want to try to block that shot, but also slide tackling is always tough. Ball comes into me, lots of time. I can see everybody's telling me time. Don't just kick it out. So I'm going to bring the ball down, try to keep possession of the ball, take a few touches, and then play out to Rodrigo, one of my center mids, so we can try to build up into an attack. Ball comes bouncing out to me. I'm just going to take a touch to bring it down and then play it out to my right mid. And then my movement now is back supporting behind him in case that he gets into trouble. He has an outlet back now to me. And he does. He's 2v1 now. I get the ball back. I drive back in the center. And now I think that we need to have a center mid option just popping right in that space so it can be an easier switch. So and I even told him right there, just so I don't have to play back to the center back, I can play into the center mid and we can switch it through the center midfield instead of switching it through the back. Now I throw the ball in again, as always, drop. You can see my center back's doing the same exact thing. Drop to create an outlet. I'm going to take my touch inside, and then we're going to try to build out of it here. And then now we got 4 guys right here, super tight in here. I'm just going to try to pop that ball up because it's too tight to really try to build out of it. I think I should have hit a little bit more on that ball to get it out of the field or out of our back, but I think it's the right idea. Little play right here, just playing into my center mid who plays it right back to me. Again, it's tight. It's really tight. I'm trying to look for an option, maybe trying to force something a little bit too much, so I just play back to my center back and try to switch it into more space. I get the ball now, finally lots of time, playing to my center mid, and then just continue my run up the field. Throw back into my center mid, drop a little bit to create a little bit better of an angle, and he switches it over to the opposite side. And now Christian again, 1v1 on the wing, attacks and ends up drawing the penalty kick. So that's great. Christian's had a really, really good game this game. And I think if you guys can notice too, my thoughts about this game was that it was maybe they overloaded the midfield. So I thought that it was really hard to build out. It was constantly being congested there, or our movements in the midfield weren't, conducive to really like building. So it was always tough. I felt like this game was a little bit sloppy. Like there's a lot of goals, but I felt like this entire game really felt sloppy to me. Anyway, so that is the first half, tied up at 3-3. Like I said, it was sloppy, and I thought that there was a lot of goals, and I think that honestly it wasn't even though we produced a lot offensively, I didn't think it was our best half at all of soccer. So here's the start of the second half. We start off with the ball, try to go up the left wing. And now here's my first defensive play on the ball. I'm right here peeking over my shoulder to see number 20 making that run, what appears to me like he's going around the outside. And then he does a great run, shifts it up, changes and cuts in towards the center of the field. I am ball watching. I don't see that. You can see there's like 3 yards of separation between us, which isn't good. Luckily, it's just slightly over him, and I get enough where I can just bump him a little bit so the ball goes out for our goal kick. But you can see how great of a run that was and how I was ball watching a little bit too much there and got a little lucky. Anyway, ball pops up into my guy. His back is towards the goal, so you can already see I'm starting to really apply pressure. This is a great time to apply pressure. And as you can see, it works out for us, and we end up winning the throw-in, because anytime somebody's in an awkward situation like that, ball is bouncing up to them, they're not really facing you and ready to attack, apply pressure. And then ball comes into me, I just try to pop it right forward, and we get a little bit of a counter attack from it. Now, ball comes into me again. I just go in for the challenge, and end up getting fouled and drawing a yellow card. Now, his boot was definitely up. I definitely accentuated the foul and really kind of like, it didn't hurt as much as it maybe looks like or whatever. But it's important, I think, to do this, and I think it's important to know when to do that, to draw the yellow card when you need to. Header there just to win that, and immediately, as you can see, he has the ball. I'm peeking over my shoulder. I can see a guy's making a run down this left channel, so I start sprinting back already, anticipating this through ball into number 16, Castillo, and it goes exactly where I think it's going to go. And since I anticipated that ball going there, I was able to track back and win the ball. Another long ball, another one header, unfortunately goes out of bounds for them. And then right here, the next play is I get the ball. Lots of time now. Center mid is just behind this other player, so I don't have an option in the center. As you can see, I just don't see much going forward or building the center mid, and that's fine. That's just how this game is going out, which means a lot of balls are going to go back to the center back. Again, another long ball into me and another header, and we almost end up getting a fast break out of it. And then right here, my goalkeeper plays me out the ball. Lots of time and space. I'm going to drive forward, and as you can see, as soon as I start to get this guy start to come out towards me, my center forward's already anticipating that and making that checking run to help me out and now build, and now we can attack the other side. Ball comes into me. I'm going to take my touch inside. I just play Jeff right in the center on his opposite side of where the defender is, so he can play and not just get crunched by the defender. And then here, just stay high, put a lot of pressure, win the ball. And then we have another little header. This is a lot of defensive plays in the second half. Not much building. Like I said, it felt sloppy. A lot of headers, a lot of tackles, but not much actual building and playing soccer, just how this game went. Now here, I have the ball on the sideline. I'm looking up to see what I have. Now, it's hard to play in the center here, so I try to play up towards my right mid. Does a good turn, ends up drawing a foul in the halfway line. But that's just how I felt like this game went. Ball comes out to me now again, trying to find him in my center mid. Can't find him, so I play out wide into my right mid. We end up losing the ball, but we maintain it. We get it back, and then Rodrigo plays out to Fredinho right here, and then Fred slots it right here to make it 4-3 for us in the 87th minute. So, and this is after, I haven't talked about it, but this is after like a 45 or 50 minute rain delay, because it was raining and thunderstorming so hard, like in the 75th minute. So we had to go into the locker rooms, chill for about 45 minutes, and then we came back out. And then right as we started again, Fred scores to put us up 4-3. The last few minutes of this is all just defending, so it's just some clearances, some headers, and then just being smart defensively as a team to hold this win and not give up a goal. So here, ball's coming in, be smart, don't foul, but just do the good things to try to win the throw-ins, to win the free kicks. And as you can see, we end up winning. So great game. Or I should rephrase that. Great result, but sloppy game, sloppy performance, and I thought building up as a team wasn't definitely not one of our best ones. So I hope you guys liked it, though. If you did, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. All right, guys, peace.